Sure enough, by the time lunch rolls around, I think I have a good enough idea of what to say. I can do this. The bell rings and I grab my lunch and I dash up the stairs, eager to be there first. I'll need to ask Rin to leave, and I'll need to.
Hi, Hisao. Sorry I wasn't able to run with you this morning. I overslept.
Somehow both Emmy and Rin had managed to get to the roof before me. Oh, that's no problem. Last night was kind of draining, I guess. Emmy's expression doesn't alter in the slightest.
Yeah, sorry about that. But I've had such a weird morning since then.
Uh-huh. Really? Emmy proceeds to make small talk for the rest of the time. I can barely get a word in edgewise, and soon find myself interjecting with the sort of back and forth dialogue that seems to have defined our early relationship. I'm not going to get anywhere on this problem during lunch, obviously. I can respect that. Emmy obviously doesn't want to accidentally pull Rin into things, and that's fine. Not that I think Rin would notice, but I can at least respect that sort of rationale. I try a different tactic. Hey, Emmy, what are you up to after class today? I was thinking we could go somewhere for dinner or something. Emmy looks genuinely remorseful.
Sorry, Hisao. I promised the track captain that I'd stick around for after practice and help some of the other kids with their form. It'll have to be some other time.
Yeah, sure. I'm honestly not sure what to do now. Maybe diving into things the day after would be a bad idea anyway. She might still be angry about it and just not showing it. Besides, if she's got track team responsibilities, that's fine, right? I tell myself some variation on this theme the next day. Then the next, I wake up, run with Emmy, during which she refuses to talk about anything but the run and what she was doing the night before. And then lunch, where we sit and make small talk until the bell rings. Her new responsibilities effectively keep me from seeing her out of school. Maybe, just maybe, I'm letting it happen because it's safer this way, just like the nurse said. Except while it may be safer, I'm feeling more and more wretched. Emmy doesn't look good when I see her anymore. Dark circles lurk under her eyes. She seems more and more distracted, and I can't bring myself to just ask what's wrong because the timing never seems right. I'm absolutely miserable. Another lunch comes. I trudge up the stairs to the rooftop like a condemned man. Rin is up there, but Emmy is not. Immediately I worry about something's happened to her. Maybe the lack of sleep finally made her collapse or something worse. She seemed pretty tired after our morning run. Maybe she fell asleep and didn't even make it to class. Hey Rin, where's Emmy? In response I get a rather penetrating look from Rin, and something approaching a frown appeared on her face.
Is that information really important?
I think so. She's usually here with you, isn't she?
I don't know. I have no way of being sure.
I can confirm that she is, in fact, usually here with you when I come up.
Well, she isn't now. Does that worry you?
Kind of.
Hmm.
That seems to end the conversation, and the point becomes moot anyway because Emmy bounced through the door with her usual energy.
Hisao is kind of worried about you, Emmy. I don't think he can decide. Or maybe I just don't believe him. But I think I'm going to go somewhere less awkward now.
I'm so surprised by Emmy's being so suddenly forward about, well, anything at all that I merely watch her head through the door. Emmy's similarly surprised. Yeah, I'm a little surprised with her kind of character that she would do that. And colors slightly crimson as she stares open mouthed at me. It occurs to me that I should probably say something, if only to break the awkward silence that has suddenly descended. It's because you weren't here yet. I was worried about it.
Why?
You're usually here, so I was worried that something had happened to you.
That isn't the first time I've been late, you know. Did you get worried all the other times too?
Yeah, not really. Emmy seems slightly amused by this. I don't know why, but that kind of pisses me off.
So why was that? Why was this time an exception?
Maybe it's the light, teasing tone of that question, but something in her response pushes me to be honest, though I can't help snapping at her when I say it. Because you've been worrying me since dinner at your house, that's why. Well, now it's out in the open, and Emmy's eyes are wide and she looks like she wants to bolt, but she doesn't.
Ah, still on that, I see.
What? You think I'm supposed to just forget about it? You threw me out of your house! We've been going on for almost a week pretending it never happened.
I didn't see you bring it up either, you know.
I know, and I'm sorry that was the case. We had to address it, or we'll just keep up this whatever it is we've got right now. It's killing me to look at how you look right now. Did you know that? Those circles under your eyes and that distracted look in them. And I can't help worrying that I've caused it somehow.
You haven't, trust me.
Well, I haven't helped either. I keep pushing you to tell me things you aren't ready to tell me. Maybe I was wrong to try getting your mother to help me out. But I've been so worried about you that I didn't know what else to do.
Well, you don't have to worry about me anymore, okay? I think it's pretty clear we're not right for each other, so maybe we should just stop.
Her face is twisted up as she says this, like she doesn't want to say it but forces herself to anyway. You don't actually want that, do you? Heck, you could barely bring yourself to say it. Anyway, it won't keep me from worrying about you. I care too much about you to stop on command. You don't want to tell me what's wrong? That's fine. But I won't stop trying to help you, even if it's just standing by you.
Stop saying that.
She's shaking now, and she looks at me. I can see she's afraid and frustrated, and a million different things all at once. I shake my head slowly and take a few steps towards her. You know what your mom told me? She told me that you'd never ask for help, because you know that you're strong enough to get through anything on your own. But that's not the full story, is it? Her eyes go wide and she takes a step back. I keep going because I think I've finally figured it out. Something tells me I won't get another shot. I put it off for far too long as it is. There's no harm in having someone help you, unless you're worried about needing help in the first place. You're scared, aren't you, because of... I trail off, because I don't know for certain what happened to Emmy's father, and I don't want to jump to the conclusion. Well, never mind why, but it's okay to be afraid. You've been running from it and from me for so long. Even though you know eventually you have to turn around and face your fear. And I'm going to be there to help when you do. I won't stop, because I don't think you'd want me to. You can understand that sort of determination, can't you? I can see that I've gotten through to her, but she quickly falls back to anchor to try and push me away again.
Back on your white charger, Hisao. Gotta help the poor crippled face her emotional problems. What do you know about me? And about what I've already had to face? You think 2 months of learning to walk again was fun? But I did it, and after I did that, I had to... For a moment, it seemed as if she's going to say something else, but she cuts herself off. And after all that, you don't think you can get past your fear? Emmy, I can't fathom what you've been through, but to come through it and still be the sort of girl that you are, well, it makes me think that you have enough strength than you think. So I'm not going to help you because I think you need rescuing. I don't want to be a knight rescuing the damsel in distress, but even knights help each other out, you know. I want to help you, even though I know you can do it on your own. For a moment it looks like Emmy's going to break down completely, but she doesn't. Tears run down her face, but she stares at me steadily. Why are you trying so hard to help me?
I say that it's because I owe you one for helping me out when we first met. But that wouldn't be the truth. The truth is, I just want to be happy. I just want you to be happy. Because I love you. Haven't I ever said that before? We've been in a relationship, and it's been pretty obvious that I love her, but did I ever actually speak the words?
What did you say?
I say it again, savoring the feeling of being able to say it at all. Being able to say it and mean it. Emmy seemed stunned. I said I love you, Emmy. I love you. Just you, and that makes me want to stand by you no matter what you have to face. I erupt in a fierce hug then, and Emmy begins to sob, oh snap, against my chest.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about everything. But I'm so scared, Hisao. I'm so scared of losing you, and I love you too, but I can't lose you. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
I hold her quietly, shushing her until she settles down. She steps back a little more composed.
Will you come with me tomorrow? Back to my house. There are some things I need to show you, if I'm going to do this.
Of course. Maybe this time we can leave together instead of separately. Emmy grins, a sudden flash of brightness that seems more genuine than anything I've seen in the past week.
Yeah, maybe.
The lunch bell rings and I curse the universe's poor sense of timing. Are you free tonight? We can talk more then, right? Emmy shakes her head.
Sorry, Hisao, but I'm still hoping the track team. Plus, I don't think I would be good if we talked this over tonight. I'm going to be too tired to think properly, and I want to be able to tell you everything without screwing it up. You can wait, right?
Even now there's a bit of fear in her voice. I smile and rest a hand on her shoulder. Okay. I'll be waiting. Emmy gives me a quick kiss before she heads down for the stairwell.
Thanks, Hisao. See you tomorrow morning.
Wouldn't miss it. I head down the stairs with the feeling of her lips on mine, suddenly aware of how much I've missed that sensation. I'll have to remember to thank Rin for getting us to talk to one another. Although it's possible she won't even realize what she's done. Still, if not for her, I doubt I'd have ever been able to confront Emmy again. I guess I needed more help than I realized. Tomorrow, however, I'll need to stand alone through whatever Emmy's trying to work herself up to doing. I'll be up to the task, I hope. Is that a dog? They're barking. Seriously, is that Cooper? The morning sun is bright through my open window, and the sound of my alarm quickly has me up and about. I slept surprisingly well last night, secure in the knowledge that at least I've got another chance with Emmy. If I can just keep myself from doing anything stupid, maybe I'll find out what's been eating her recently. I have a few educated guesses, but nothing concrete, and certainly nothing that I'm going to say to her. I'd much prefer to have her tell me herself. Although I can't help remembering the nurse's warning that I might not like what she has to say. Do I really need to know that badly? What if it's something awful that makes me repulsed by her? Can I really say that I'm prepared to handle whatever she has to say regardless of what it is? Emmy said she wanted to tell me without screwing it up. What the hell did she mean by that? What's there to screw up? I suppose there's not much use worrying about it, though. I'll find out today. It occurs to me that I really need to run this morning to keep my head if nothing else. To clear my head if nothing else. Emmy is waiting for me as promised, looking a little haggard, but otherwise bright and cheerful. Much more so than any previous day this week.
Hisao, you're late!
I wave my hand dismissively. Nonsense, you're just early. Emmy grins back, and it feels like we're finally back where we should be with one another. Except now Emmy, not just me, wants to take another step forward. Although a part of me worries that she'll back out at the last second.
Hurry up and stretch, Hisao. I don't want to miss the bus.
The bus?
I said I wanted you to come back to my house, remember? And I promised Mom we'd be there in time for lunch, so I wanted to hurry.
Early start, eh? Huh?
It's more for my mom's benefit than anything else.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I unsuccessfully tried to guess what Emmy has planned shortly before realizing that it doesn't matter that much to me. Her tongue! I quickly go through my warm-up routine while Emmy bounces impatiently from one foot to the other. She really does seem to want to get moving as soon as possible. The run is over so quickly I can barely believe that I haven't fallen over dead afterwards. Emmy set a blistering pace and I, in my foolishness, kept up with her. Well, until the last few laps. I had to slow down just in case, but I don't mind, and Emmy's waiting patiently for me when I finish. As patiently as she can wait, anyway.
Finish? Good. Come on.
Grabbing my arm, she practically rushes me down to the nurse's office. You seem in a hurry, Emmy. Trying to catch the early bus?
Yeah, I told my mom I'd be back for lunch.
Well, I'll take care of you first then. But
Hisao's gotta come with me too.
The nurse raised a single eyebrow at this statement and peers at the two of us searchingly. Really? Today, huh? Emmy's response is a nod, followed by a surprisingly shy grin. Well then, we'll make this quick. Emmy enters the nurse's office and I practically wait outside for her to be finished. Patiently. Wondering just why the nurse seems to be surprised by Emmy's declaration. I feel like I'm missing out on some joke or the significance of today, beyond the fact that it is clearly significant in some way, of course. True to his word, the nurse has Emmy out of the office surprisingly quick, and I take her place after promising to meet up at the front gate. The nurse takes my pulse and listens for a bit. Your heart beats faster than usual. Been pushing yourself again, have you? Well, Emmy seems in a rush to get through the run, so... I'm not surprised. Today is rather important to her, you know? I suspect that could be the case, but I have no idea why that's the case. She hasn't told you. Interesting. So you're not going to tell me either then? No, I'm not. I suspect that Emmy has her own plan for explaining today to you, and I don't want to mess with that. You'll find out soon enough, so what's the rush? Now, as for your hearts, I would take it easy for the rest of the day. No spontaneous races or anything like that. Got it? Got it. She won't have her running legs on anyway, right? No, but if you think something like that is going to stop her... Good point. I don't think it will be much of an issue today of all days, but still. If he's trying to reassure me, he's doing a terrible job. I'm quickly becoming more and more worried about what today could be for. Like suddenly finding out Emmy's in a cult or something. Oh man, oh my gosh, a cult. At the same time, if today is such a big deal and Emmy wants me to be with her for it, then maybe she really does want to grow closer to me. Maybe this will be the answer to all the riddles, to the sleepless nights and the sudden mood swings. Either way, I barely remember to thank the nurse before taking off as quickly as I dare for my room, to get a shower and throw on some decent looking clothes. If today is as important as it seems to be, I should dress appropriately.